The first time that you walk into lab, it's a really exciting time as a medical student. This major rite of passage that every doctor goes through, is to come in and kind of gather around with all your fellow students and come up to a real human body for the first time in your career. And these people really feel like our first patients.
I was kind of surprised. Like, they were real people who lived lives, had families, and over the course of the 2 semesters that we've worked with them, we've, been excited to meet those families.
My first experience with Anatomy Lab was really special because I kind of realized that not only did all of these people and their families make a really big sacrifice for me to be able to, have a good medical education and learn a lot, but in making that sacrifice, all of these people showed a really strong belief in my ability to do that and become a doctor.
The first time I went into the anatomy lab, I felt a big sense of community with the people who had been donors, because most of them belong to our parents' generation or our grandparents' generation, and you feel this overwhelming sense of gratitude that these people are reaching out to you and saying, I think what you're doing is important, and I want you to be the best medical professional you can be, and I want to help you. And at the end of the day, it's all about people, and these people have really reached out to us, and it's a very touching and overwhelming experience.
The first couple months of medical school, it's understanding the magnitude of the work that we do and what it actually is to be a physician and to care for human life. And starting anatomy that first couple of weeks and walking in and seeing a human body there, it puts everything to perspective. And I think it was a moment that was a huge point of realization for me of what we're doing, why we're here, and I think that was essential to crafting the road that we were doing in our medical education, and I couldn't imagine another experience like that.
I just say thank you so much for the generous donation that you made. It's really made all the difference. Being able to come into lab every single day and see the stuff that we're learning about in class is just truly a blessing.
I think that everyone in our class can really appreciate the gift that their loved one has given to us by being part of the donor program and allowing us to use their loved one through our education. Their loved one has touched not only our class and helping us learn, but all of our future patients, and they were our first patient, and I think their legacy will live on through all of our future patients through learning the anatomy.
I would just thank the family, because I know that having a funeral, it would be the most important thing to say goodbye, and they didn't get that, and so I'm very happy that we can put on this memorial service for them so that they can have that funeral for their loved one. I'm happy that we can be there because we learned so much.
I think I can speak for our class when we say that we really appreciate the sacrifice that these families are making and delaying the process, losing someone as hard as it is, and then making sacrifice of allowing us to continue our education by having them be part of that essential first few months of our medical education is huge for us. And I know that comes at the price of moving on in a way. So thank you.
We owe our experience now, our expertise, something that we can build off of to the people who decided to make one of the biggest sacrifices ever. There are really no words to express our gratitude. So thank you.
I would say it's hard to understand how much this means to us, but it is a huge significance in how we learn, and just thank you for being patient.
If I could say one thing to our donor, I think I could sum it up in just 2 words: thank you. What you have done for our education and for medicine is tremendous, and your legacy will live on through our class becoming future physicians and all of the future patients that we will help.
I would tell the families of the donors that we feel like we're part of your family now, and your loved ones are a part of our experience on the road to becoming medical professionals, and they stand behind us now with the other supportive people in our lives who believe in us and really want us to reach out to our community and other people the way your loved one has reached out to us, and we take that very seriously.
I just want to let you know that we're incredibly grateful for the sacrifice that you've made and the gift that you've given us, and that we're going to do our best to put it to the very best that we can.